Hello, and welcome to Kansai Plascon, the leading manufacturer of decorative and performance coatings in Africa. We have a presence in the following southern African countries: South Africa, Eswatini, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. Kansai Plascon supplies a wide variety of paint to the industrial, commercial and retail markets, covering everything from exteriors and interiors to primers and undercoats, waterproofing and fillers, to wood and metal protection. In South Africa there are 4 manufacturing sites. 1. Manufacturing of water-based paint in Krugersdorp. 2. Manufacturing of solvent-based paint in Durban. 3. Manufacturing of automotive paint in Port Elizabeth. 4. Manufacturing of colorants in Midrand. Kansai Plascon is committed to ensuring a safe and healthy workplace, as well as protecting the environment. Management at Kansai Plascon is committed to ensuring that a conducive work environment is maintained. To fulfill this commitment, they strive to give health, safety, and environmental considerations equal status alongside the company's other business objectives, and to integrate them into all aspects of the work environment. We also strive to achieve and maintain a zero-injury rate by providing everyone with a safe and hygienic working environment. Kansai Plascon strives to comply with all legislation applicable to our industry, thereby creating a safe, healthy and environmentally responsible working environment. Kansai Plascon is certified to the following ISO standards: ISO 9001 for quality management, ISO 14001 for environmental management, and ISO 45001 for occupational health and safety management. The Durban and Port Elizabeth sites manufacture and supply automotive paint OEM, original equipment manufacturing industries, and have obligations to meet the requirements of IATF 16949 as a supplier. Since quality is an ongoing process, Kansai Plascon is committed to ensuring that their customers receive products that are of good quality and free of defects. It is our goal to ensure that we not only meet customers' expectations, but that we exceed them. We pride ourselves in being leaders in excellence, reliability and quality. General safety rules and regulations. All employees and regular contractors shall be accredited on the access control system for easy entry and exit. Visitors and new contractors shall complete the access control documentation at the entrance and obtain a visitor's card. All employees and visitors shall be subjected to screening for COVID-19 on entering any of our sites. Personal equipment such as tools and laptops need to be declared at security. A search policy is implemented, and you may not remove company property without authorization. All visitors must be accompanied by their Kansai Plascon host and may not tour the facilities alone. No firearms or other weapons are allowed on site. No children under the age of 16 shall be allowed on site. No person may enter the site if they are under the influence of, or in possession of, any intoxicating liquor or drugs. All persons visiting Kansai Plascon are subject to breathalyzer testing and may be subject to drug testing. The drug and alcohol policy is followed for any cases of such. Induction training is provided to anyone entering the Kansai Plascon facility. This includes all employees, contractors and visitors. You are required to confirm your understanding of the general safety rules and regulations by signing a register after you have been inducted. Further specific safety instructions for new employees pertaining to your tasks will be provided by your immediate superior. Annual induction is conducted at the beginning of each year for all our employees. This annual induction acts as a refresher, and it also covers all changes that could have resulted during the past year. The Occupational Health and Safety Act is used as lawful regulation to protect the well-being of workers. All employees and contractors need to ensure that they are trained for the work they are performing, and that they are made aware of all the potential hazards associated with the work performed. Please do not perform any tasks if you have not been trained and authorized to do so. A copy of the OHS Act is available at all Kansai Plascon sites for your reference. You will be issued with all personal protective equipment, or PPE, required for the job you are to perform. Contractors should provide their own PPE. Remember, PPE is for your own health and safety, and therefore it is mandatory to wear the necessary PPE at all times. In general, when visiting manufacturing plants, the following personal protective equipment is required. And overall, safety shoes and safety glasses are mandatory. Additional PPE may be required in other areas as per relevant signage. When working with chemicals, refer to the HIS and GHS boards for the appropriate PPE. Our raw materials are coded to reflect the type of hazard and the required PPE to be used when handling it. Using the following code as an example, the last 2 digits of this raw requires gloves and goggles to be worn. It also stipulates the associated hazards, and in this case a 2 means this raw is flammable if exposed to an ignition source. Fire is a significant risk on all our sites, particularly where solvent-based paint is manufactured. Fire extinguishers are situated at strategic points. They are indicated by the fire extinguisher signage on the walls, columns, and walkways. All our sites are equipped with inline sprinkler systems that will assist to diffuse any fires that may arise. In the event of a fire, you may hit the fire alarm button to alert everyone. There are trained firefighters in each section that will take control of the situation and give further instructions. Open flames and smoking is not permitted in any of our operational areas. Please use the designated smoking areas on the site. Remember, smoking is hazardous to your health and that of others. A physical distance of about 2 meters must be maintained in all designated areas, and the number of people occupying the area must also be maintained. Safety signage is displayed when entering various parts of the factory. Always adhere to this signage. Respect all demarcations. Do not obstruct demarcated areas, which is specifically demarcated for firefighting equipment, emergency escapes, or storage. All our emergency exit doors are equipped with illuminated exit signage. Eating facilities are provided on all sites. Drinking or eating in operational areas is not allowed. It is mandatory to wear a mask while on site. Overhead cranes, air hoists and goods hoists, high-reach trucks, and forklifts should only be operated by certified and competent personnel. Avoid walking underneath suspended loads. The operating speed limit should not exceed 15 km per hour. Forklift trucks can be dangerous machines. Watch out for forklift trucks, reach trucks and order pickers when walking on the site. When operating forklifts, safety belts need to be worn at all times when in motion. Before operating the machine, it is important that you carry out a pre-shift check for any clear and obvious faults or damages. Use of cell phones is prohibited in all operational areas whilst driving, walking, or operating machinery. When lifting objects, use safe lifting techniques. Keep your back straight, bend at the knees, and keep the weight close to your body, and avoid twisting. Do not lift objects with your back. Get help for loads greater than 25 kilograms. Use the correct tools for the job. Workplace ergonomics assessment of each area is done. This is conducted to identify risks associated with each area. These risks are communicated with staff personnel, and mitigating actions are put in place to minimize the risks. Please walk in demarcated areas where applicable, and keep all stairs and walkways clear of slippery substances. Always make use of handrails when using stairs. Our manufacturing plants are equipped with moving machinery, such as conveyors, as well as rotating machinery such as motors, mixers and stretch wrappers. Be careful when using such types of machinery, and ensure that you do not wear loose clothing, as there is a risk of being dragged into, or entangled with a machine. Do not attempt to clean or service machines while they are running. Always ensure risk assessments are performed and communicated before using any moving and rotating machinery. At Kansai Plascon, we are guided by Behavior-Based Safety Principles, BBS. This means that everyone is responsible for observing health and safety principles. If you identify unsafe behavior, unsafe conditions, and near miss, or you have a suggestion to improve our safety standards, please complete a BBS card and submit to the persons responsible for SHEQ on your site or BBS box where available. These behavior-based safety concerns are communicated on a monthly basis and are used as learnings by other sites. Every employee, visitor, or contractor shall report any situation which is unsafe or unhealthy that comes to their attention as soon as practicable. If he or she is involved in any incident which may affect his or her health, or which caused an injury, they shall report such incident to the relevant supervisor or manager as soon as practicable. At Kansai Plascon, we have made significant effort to ensure that all our workplaces meet the highest safety standards. However, if in any situation an employee, visitor or contractor finds themselves in hazardous or unhealthy conditions, they have the right to withdraw or refuse to work. Emergency procedures. In case of emergency, an evacuation alarm is sounded. Please evacuate immediately in an orderly manner to your nearest assembly area. Please familiarize yourself with your nearest assembly area and how to get there. Roll call will be taken and the search and rescue teams dispatched for any people unaccounted for. Please remain at the assembly point until the all clear is given. All visitors are to be escorted by their Kansai Plascon hosts. Report all accidents, including environmental incidents and injuries, to your supervisor or the nearest safety representative immediately. All unsafe acts, environmental incidents, and unsafe conditions must be reported to the supervisor or SHEQ department immediately. Hazardous work refers to work involving machine lockouts, confined space entry, hot work, and all construction work. A work permit is required for all hazardous work and must be obtained from an authorized person before proceeding. This helps to reduce the risk of safety incidents by ensuring the people involved are aware of the specific hazards and that they take the necessary precautions to mitigate the associated risks. All new employees must undergo pre-employment medicals. Existing employees will undergo medicals as per occupation risk exposure-based assessment. Contractor employees must submit valid medical certificates in their safety file before commencing any work on site. Exit medicals are also conducted when an employee leaves the employment of Kansai Plascon. All medical records are kept for a minimum of 40 years from the day of contract termination. Environment. Kansai Plascon has developed environmental objectives that are based on maintaining natural resources for future generations. Our key focus points are water saving, energy saving, waste disposal to landfill, reduction of greenhouse gases. In order to meet these goals, Kansai Plascon has initiated environmental projects and objectives across all its sites. Fresh water is a precious resource. Saving water is essential in order to minimize the effects of drought and water shortages, to reduce cost of water bills, and to help preserve the environment. Each individual can play a part in saving water by ensuring that all taps are closed after use and reporting any identified water leaks. Giving suggestions for water saving through their supervisor or to the SHEQ department. Saving energy is one of the most important contributions that we can make in conserving our environment. Even simple actions, such as turning off lights when not in use and turning off machines when not operational, can go a long way in saving energy and reducing our carbon footprint. Please keep the site clean and do not litter inside or around the plant. Dispose of all waste in the relevant waste bins and use the specific recycle bins for all recyclable items. All hazardous substances used on the premises have been identified, and safety data sheets, or SDSs, are available. All new hazardous chemicals brought onto site are to be approved by the technical, medical and SHEQ departments before they can be used by any site. Spillages should be cleaned up immediately and reported to the SHEQ department. Spillages must be prevented from entering the storm water drains, as this will contaminate the water systems. The use of wash basins is restricted to washing dishes, hands, etc., but not for paint, chemicals, or any hazardous material. In closing, please ensure that all health and safety requirements featured in this video are observed. Non-compliance with occupational health and safety legislation and company procedures can have an undesirable effect on a workplace, leading to injuries, ill health, or loss of life. Where non-adherence with the health and safety guidelines in this video occurs on site, Kansai Plascon reserves the right to remove offenders from site or to take disciplinary action to non-compliant individuals. Our company's most valuable asset is you, and keeping you safe and healthy is our priority. Please enjoy your stay with us, and remember to do everything in such a manner that it would only positively affect the safety, health and environment for all. Thank you for watching the Kansai Plascon induction video. Have a safe day.